Today we will discuss about DevOps. So DevOps is an approach which is used in software industry, IT industry during software development. Okay, as you can see that this is the combination of two terms. One is dev, one is ops. So as we have that generally in IT industry, we can divide the complete IT processes into two different sections. One is development section and second one is operation sections. So this is actually in-house activity and that will be performed at user end or the customer end. Okay, so DevOps is that approach or the methodology used in IT sector where both the teams can collaborate together in a perfect manner. And if you can see that in this orange color, the processes that is plan, code, build, and test. These comes under the development phase, development environment, and you can see that these activities will be done in in-house campus only. But this the activities those are given in blue one, that is release, deploy, operate, and monitor. These activities are actually done by the operations team. Okay, and these are generally done on customer end. Means we have once we have released the product, we have to deploy on this user environment. We have to make that operated. We have to just consider monitor the complete process so that we can just find out if is there any failure in that current production system or not. We need to take measurable actions for that. Okay, so when the boss was not there, so there are lots of blame game or the uh, development team and operations team was not communicated in a proper manner, so that lots of failures has been occurred in IT related. Okay, so to make those proper communication, to make a real-time communication on real-time basis between these two teams is necessary for a success of a particular product or a software. Okay, because we know that software is a unique project. Every time we have to develop a unique kind of software. So proper communication between the operations team and development team is required. So there are so many tools that helps to make them properly connected together. Okay, now DevOps is not only a separate sector. DevOps is actually, if I'll just write down here, DevOps has shown its existence in cybersecurity section also, in AI section also, in cloud computing section also. Okay, so there are so many fields. Each and every different specification is not uh, means that will also supported by DevOps. So if uh, a team of people or a company is working in AI, ML, artificial intelligence, machine learning, that will also require DevOps to run certain processes in an automated manner. Similarly, a company who is working on cloud computing platform that is using cloud computing services, that will also require DevOps, okay, so that they can perform their activity on an automated manner. Similarly, CSF, those who are finding cybersecurity, network security, they will also require DevOps, okay, so that they can do this process automated. So wherever you need to perform certain things in an automated manner, then you will require DevOps. Okay, so DevOps is having its existence in various sectors. Similarly, if I'll talk about DevOps plus cybersecurity, CSF, so that branch will be DevSecOps. Okay, so you can see this particular branch where or specialization where combination of first of all this computer science engineering plus above that the person should have DevOps skill. Above that the person should also have cybersecurity skills. If a person is having all these three skills like CSC, computer science and engineering plus DevOps plus CSF, that will be this particular specialization, DevSecOps. Okay, so DevOps plus CSF will considered as DevSecOps, a new branch, and the person who is specialist in this particular one will be will get higher importance, higher salary package, higher development skills, good role in IT companies. So all these uh, benefits will be there if a person is having this kind of skill set. So you can see that in previous diagram we have also added some additional one like static analysis, code review, penetration testing, compilation, validation, audit, threat monitor, detect, response, recover. So you can see that these additional things has been added in DevOps cycle. This is DevOps cycle: plan, code, build, test, release, deploy, operate, and monitor. But we have also added certain processes in these major processes. So this particular diagram is not only now as a DevOps diagram, this is now DevSecOps. So simple, in simple word, combination of DevOps and cybersecurity will called as DevSecOps. Similarly, in this one, the combination of DevOps plus cloud will called as DevOps Cloud. A person who is having the knowledge of CSC plus DevOps plus cloud. So that person will have this particular profile, DevOps Cloud. Okay. So as I just told you in the earlier one, DevSecOps, this will also have additional advantage over a plain CSC engineer or a DevOps engineer. They'll have this DevSecOps will have more weightage compared to these. But major domain should be DevOps. Okay. As our university is offering uh, DevSecOps and DevOps also, so DevOps should be the major domain, and above that you can learn cloud computing. You can take minor as a cloud computing, then that profile will called as a DevOps Cloud, and there will be certain tools we have related to cloud computing also. You will learn with the DevOps tools. So you'll have more technical skills compared to simple CSC engineer or CSC plus DevOps engineer. Similarly, this one, DevOps plus artificial intelligence, the combined profile will called as AI Ops, or plus DevOps plus ML means machine learning will called as ML Ops. Okay, so ML Ops is machine learning and DevOps. Okay, so that will called as ML Ops. So that will also be a additional. That will also have some additional weightage compared to simple plain computer science engineer or DevOps engineer. If you are having these kind of skill set, means if you have machine learning algorithms knowledge and you also have DevOps knowledge and you also have basic computer science knowledge like C, C++, operating system, network. If you have all these knowledge, database management system, data structure. So if you combine all these skill set, you will be an MLOps engineer, which is having a high demand compared to plain computer science engineer. But here also, you should have major domain as DevOps. So DevOps is actually, as I told, DevOps is automation. So wherever you require automation, you have to use DevOps. Okay. So in machine learning, what is actually requirement of DevOps? You should also be aware of those. What is the requirement of DevOps in CSA? What is the requirement of cloud DevOps in cloud computing? You should also be aware of those things. So if I take an example of ML, so in ML there is certain processes. Okay, I'll just narrate those things. What is those processes required? So first you have to uh, require the data, means you have to generate the data, or if the data is already generated, you have to just pull this particular data. Once the data has been pulled successfully, the complete data has been pulled successfully, then that need to be sent to the system, sent to the model, sent to the machine which is trained on that data set. Okay, and once the data has been the model has been trained based upon the data that is fetched or that is pulled, then we have to process the data for predictions or classification or regression. Okay, whatever kind of problem we want to solve using machine learning. So earlier that was manual process, when manually the data is fetched from the resources, from the sensors, from the repository, then that will manually feed to the system. Then manually that will test by the system using the validation data or real time data. But using DevOps, these things can be automated, or they'll reduce your 70% of time. Okay, so if a machine is taking now 1 week to complete the task using DevOps, they'll complete the task in 2 days. Okay, so that's why that is the advantage of DevOps in machine learning also. Okay, next one. These are the tools, and you can see that there are so many number of tools that is there in DevOps, and you can see for each and every phase like a plan, develop, test, release, operate. There are 5 different sections of this diagram, and in each section we have different tools. So for develop we have like Git, we have GitHub, GitLab, we have Visual Studio, we have Maven, we have different kind of grunt. So these tools will be used for develop, and these are DevOps tools which support you in development vertical of this particular diagram. Similarly, for operate you have Spotfire, you have Flurry, you have Tableau, you have Kibana, you have Splunk. Similarly, for release, you have whatever I'm just telling you which I've used regularly. So Kubernetes, Docker, these are one of the most famous one. Docker, Kubernetes, Puppet, Chef. Okay, so these tools, these old tools, these are approximately 100 tools, and there will be more. These tools will help you to achieve those things in IT sector, to provide automation in each and every vertical of an IT sector. So you can see in this previous one. So these processes, plan, code, build, test, in all these sub processes, we will require these kind of tools. Okay, these are the roles, popular roles. Okay, those will be assigned to an engineer if he or she is DevOps expert. If he or she has gained the skills of DevOps. So there will be DevOps developer, release manager, DevOps quality engineer, automation engineer, evangelist, DevOps security expert. So this particular role will come when you have DevSecOps profile, but others will be pure DevOps roles. Okay. And those are highly paid roles in the IT sector. In this particular diagram, we can see that how DevOps will be in trend in 2025 and how that is currently performing in IT sector. So you can see that the graph has been taken from 2014 to 2025, last 10 years graph. So we are here in between. Okay, so you can see that it is exponentially increasing, and you can see each and every graph is having two colors. One is dark blue and one is sky blue. So dark blue represents small small medium enterprises, and sky blue represents the large enterprises. So you can see that in each and every kind of company, whether that is a small company or the large company, both are utilizing this, both are adopting this particular DevOps technology in their sector. Big player like Amazon, Flipkart, okay, Google, they require DevOps in a very large scale, and DevOps engineers are not as per the requirement in this market. So there is a lots of scope in this particular sector. This is some financial status or the salary status across the globe. I just taken 4 major countries. Okay, so in these 4 major countries, you can see that in India, Germany, United Kingdom, United States, these are major players where IT jobs are in a good percentage. So that's why I've taken these 4 major countries, because maximum IT engineers, software engineers belongs to these countries. So you can see in each and every country, DevOps specialists at the top. In India also DevOps specialist is the number one. In US also DevOps specialists are the number one. In United Kingdom, DevOps specialists are also on the number one. And you can see that salary package is also somehow 20% more in compared to others one. So if that is In India, if we'll talk about, this is $15,000, so this is really approximately $20,000. In US, this is $1 lakh, so that will be approximately $1,20,000. Okay, so you can see that how much demand is there for DevOps engineer today and for next 5 days. These are some major players who are recruiting these particular profiles, who is expert in DevOps, who is expert in DevSecOps, who is expert in DevCloud of uh, DevOps Cloud, who will be expert in AIOps. If there will be some more combinations which will be used your DevOps. Like IoT will also use is also using DevOps, so you will get a new profile related DevOps plus IoT. Okay, so that is all about this particular DevOps section.